Hi boys and girls, I am back and today is our first day after April vacation. This lesson is for math and it goes along with the Monday, April 20th math must-do pages that are in Google Classroom. Okay, so if you go in Google Classroom and you click on the math must-do, you found this video. Okay, and now if you click on the Google Slides, you are going to see a page from your math book that I was able to upload to Google Slides. So you're going to go ahead and click on where it says type here. You'll notice the little yellow spots, and that's where you're going to type in for the math pages. Okay, so today we're talking about place value, right? And it's important to understand what the value of each number is. So if I just write the number over here, 345. Okay, it's important to know this is not 345. A kindergartner or a preschooler might say this number is 345, but us big second graders, we know that this really means 300, this really means 40, and this means the plain old simple 5. So that is called our place value. That's our hundredths. The value of that 3 is 300. The value of the 4, that's in our tens place, is 40. And in the ones place, the value of the 5 is just plain old 5. So when we talk about place value, that's what we're referring to. And for this week and into next week, we're going to be revisiting place value to get ready for 3rd grade. All right, so back to the basics. I drew, because I do not have my own base 10 blocks here at home, unfortunately, so I had to draw them. But I drew a hundredths block, a tens block, and a ones block. So let's start simple. A 1 has one little square in it. Okay, so that's showing that the number 1 is really made up of just one little 1. Okay, this is the tens block. And if I were to count, I have the little squares in here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 little ones inside there. So this is equal to 10 little blocks. So we call that a tens block. And finally, the hundredths block, yeah, I guessed it, which you should already know, is made up of 100 little ones. So I could go ahead, I could count them all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then when I got all the way to the last one, I would be at the number 100. All right, so inside here, as you know, I just said it, there's 100 ones. How many of these tens blocks are in here? If I were to pick this up, which I can't because it's on the whiteboard, and place it right there, this is the same exact thing. This right here, all right, ready? Right here, ooh, is the same as this. Both of them equal tens, okay? So I'm going to count and double check, make sure I was correct. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so there's one 10 right there. But wait a second. In this column right here going down, wouldn't there be another 10? And I could keep going. This one, there's a third 10, and a fourth 10, and a fifth one, and a sixth 10, and a seventh 10. There's an eighth one, a ninth, and then finally this last one, there's 10 more, so it makes a 10th block. So there's actually 10 of these inside here, okay? And then there's 100 of these inside there. Okay, so we need to know that before we do our Google Slides and Google Classroom for today. So when you get to this Google Slide inside Google Classroom for the Math Must Do today, you're going to be given some blocks. Now, since it's the same exact book that's in our workbook, it looks much better than this. You can actually count and see the little squares. Okay, to make it simple for myself, I just took this whiteboard and I drew a square to represent that, okay? So let's pretend that this right here is one of these, okay? And then this one right here is a whole nother one of those. And this one right here is a third one of these, okay? So how many hundredths do I have? We have to count them up. All right, so remember, each one of these is equal to 100. So this is one of these, 2 of these, 3 of these. So this is 3 hundredths. So I'm going to go ahead on that little line. I'm going to write 3 hundredths. Now I need to figure out how many tens are in here. Now I just counted for you. Inside one of these, one big 100, there's 10 of these. 10 tens. So this one has 10. Let me write that. This one has 10, right? And this third one would be the exact same thing. Again, it would have 10 of them. So how many 10s altogether? 10, 20, 30. Okay. And then finally, how many 1s? Now, remember I told you, every little box in here, every little square is 100 of them. Okay. So I'm just going to add a 0 there. So this one has 100 of them. This one has another 100, and this one has another 100. Okay, so how many little 1s, if I were to count them all? It'd be 100 plus another 100 equals 200, and the last 100 equals 300. 300 1s. Okay, so that's how you do the beginning of the math for today. I'm going to erase that. And down towards the bottom of that first page, you're going to see a number. I think it might be different than this one. They don't want to give all the answers out. But you're going to give a number like 600. And this time they did not draw the blocks for you. You can go ahead, if it makes it easier, go ahead and draw them. Get a piece of paper from home. Okay? Draw 600. When I say 600, keep it easy like I'm keeping it easy. Ready? That's 100. That is one of those I just drew. I drew 200. Keep going until you get to 600. 300, 400, 500, 600. So now I need to add up. How many 10s? It says 600 equals how many 10s? Well, let's just do one of them to start. I still have my picture up here. One of these has 10 10s. So I'm going to put a 10 there. And then the second one would be another one of these, another 10. And in the third one, it'd be 10 more 10s. I'm going to keep going. The fourth one would be another 10 10s, 10 more, and 10 more. So how many 10s do I have? I have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 10s. Okay, how many hundreds? I don't have 600 hundreds. I would have to have 600 of these big 100 blocks. I don't have that. The hundreds are the squares. Okay, so how many of these did I draw? I drew 6 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 600s. Now, on the paper at the bottom, you'll notice that it does not say how many 1s, but I'm going to add it in anyway. Okay, so how many 1s would I have? In just this one, I'd have 100 little ones. So in all of them, I would have 100. Let me go ahead and write that. So in the number 600, how many 1s? 600 little ones. 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600 1s. Okay, on the second page, there's a little bit of problem solving that goes along with it that you should also do. All right, that is the end of this video. I will see you next time. Good luck. Message me if you have any questions, of course.